Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this ball incomplete. It looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
To this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Tagovailoa got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 8 catches, 138 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A give up the middle to Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to.
Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them because they shut down the run, they shut down the pass. I think at one point.
2nd quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Chargers to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jody Fortson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Agnew now to return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get through it, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime after a message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Going right back to Akers. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Flush to his right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Tua now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Right side to Watson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jared Davis from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return, here's Agnew. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So out come the Chargers.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about getting some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. We're back now in KC.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
37. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Johnson's got it complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Quick slant completes into Njoku. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Metcalf. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chargers, they're winning.